Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel, Smishek's Custom Baits. Rick Smishek here. Today we're going to do another milking the cow video. This time we're going to use green pumpkin and sweet potato. That's a suggestion by one of my viewers, Sean Waldron. So we're going to try that today. One of the things you need to make sure that I've learned so far about doing milking the cow is you need to make sure that your plungers are moving nice and free. Okay, make sure there's plenty of lube inside of them. Clean the tubes. Because as you tap like this, okay, you want those plungers to move freely. You don't want them sticking, and that helps a ton when you're doing the milking the cow thing. These here, I don't know how well you can see these, but you can. There's kind of a camouflage pattern on these, and it took me a little while to. I got the 5. These are the 4-inch twigs. It took me a little while to figure out how to get them to look like the 5-inch. Well, the smaller the bait, it seems like the shorter the taps that you need to make. So, and when I figured that out, then I got those 4 inches to look just like the 5s. So let me take a quick peek at the plastic salt here that fell down. Let's see how hot it is. We're about 320 on that one. Let's check the other one real quick. All right, we're about 312, so we're pretty close. I'm going to go for another minute on these, and then we'll let them set and let the air bubbles rise. Today, with the green pumpkin, we're going to use the black glitter like we always do in green pumpkin. And then I'm also going to use in the sweet potato, I'm going to use a chartreuse, a medium chartreuse glitter. We'll see how that looks. With that said, we're going to shoot up to maybe 4 molds. We'll see if we have enough plastic injectors to do that. But I'm going to shoot the 5-inch twigs, the 4-inch twigs, and then I'm going to try just some mad scientist stuff. I'm going to throw in. I threw in the 3.5-inch tubes. We'll see how that works out, just to see. I mean, the tubes are pretty thin, so I'm not even sure how that's going to work out, what that's going to look like. But you never know until you try, right? Okay. And then if we have enough plastic, I'm going to shoot the 7-inch round tails. We'll see how that works out. All right. So once we get the plastic finished getting the plastic ready, we'll be right back. All right, here we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use the green pumpkin. And I'm using the Lure Craft because it's a little more opaque. Actually, it's a lot more opaque. And guess what I forgot? I got my rag. There we go. Now let's go ahead and put some. That's probably pretty close to what we need right there. All right, let's go and stir that in. Handle's not too hot. It's a little warm, but it's not terribly hot. And there we go. That's a pretty good green pumpkin there. It's not too much colorant, not too little. All right, let's go ahead and take our black glitter, the large black for green pumpkin. There we go. And you know, this black glitter, it never, ever, ever has curled on me. Unlike some other colors that curl really easily. I've had this stuff, I've had plastic up just over 400 degrees, and the black glitter didn't. That was pretty good there. The black glitter didn't curl at all. Some glitters you have a hard time keeping them from curling. Ooh, that hand was pretty warm. Okay, here we go. Some glitters you have a hard time keeping them from curling to 300 degrees. Okay, given the sweet potato colorant a little shake here, you always want to make sure that your colorants are mixed up real well before you use them. And I shake them before the video starts, so, and then I shake them again. Okay, let's try that. Should be pretty close to what we need. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Somebody said, I forget which viewer it was, that said that he really likes watching the colors as you stir them in. Watch the plastisol change. You know, I have to admit, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and let me open this here. Okay. And now I'm going to put. I have no idea what this is going to look like. It just sounded like it might be kind of cool. This is some of that mad scientist stuff where you just don't know, so you try it. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but I actually started the playlist that I named Mad Scientist, and we'll be doing some experimentation and putting it in that channel, in that playlist. All right, let's see how this looks. Let's go and scrape that off the knife blade so I can tell a little better. Oh, now that's looking pretty cool. It hasn't curled at all yet. That's a good sign. Okay, all right, there we go. You know what? I'm going to check the temperatures on both of these and see what we have. We might be ready to go. Oh, that's 308, 305. Yeah, this is going to have to be warmed up a little bit. I'm betting the other one does too. Let me double check that real quick. My glove. My glass is pretty hot. All right, let's double check this. Yeah, we're looking about the same temps. So, all right, let me get these heated up. Get the camera moved in position for the shot, and we'll be right back. All right, both plastisols are at about 330 degrees right now, or they were. By the time we start shooting them into the molds, it'll probably be around 325 or so. All right, here we go. You know what? I think we got some air in this one. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, there went the air bubbles right into the plastisol. There we go. I could tell by how much plastisol was left in the cups. Okay, so there we go. All right, here we go. Just short little taps all the way down, and that one's full. Okay, we'll hold a little pressure. Okay. Now we're going to do even shorter taps on this one. Okay, and that's full. Okay. Move it over to the Mad Scientist stuff now. Those 3.5 tubes. Okay, wow, that didn't take much at all to fill that. I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. I probably need to do super short taps. But I didn't. So chop off those screws real quick. Alright. I'm not even sure that one filled all the way. Let's try this. Okay. And the plastisol is getting cooled off pretty quick. Okay, I'm not sure this one filled either. That might be froze up. Yep, mine froze up. The linear block is frozen. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, as soon as these cool off, we'll get the molds opened up and show you how everything turned out. Alright, well, it's time to see how we did. Let's start, you know what, I wasn't going to start with this one, but let's start with the ribbon tail mold and see if it filled. I don't think it did. Well, you know what, that didn't fill at all, did it? There you go, junk. All right, so that's out of the way. All right. Let's check the next one that might not have filled. Let's try this one first. And guess what? I forgot the screw. Oops. Sorry about that. I hit the camera. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. Let's see how this filled. Oh, that didn't fill either. How about that, huh? Yeah, well, okay. That mad scientist stuff didn't work out too well, did it? All right, you'll have to try that again sometime. And maybe I'll shoot that mold. Maybe I'll shoot that mold first before it's okay. Well, let's see here. Hopefully we get at least one mold where we get some good baits, huh? All right, let's go ahead. There we go. I don't know. See, now these. See, these we didn't get. We didn't really get any milking the cow stuff. I mean, these mixed together, so they're not really a great laminate either. I just might need more practice on this. Although I have to say that Sean Waldron had a pretty good idea. I think that with a little bit more practice on my part, that these colors will look pretty darn good. The milking the cow thing, I'm not sure how important it is to fishing. It's just something that's kind of fun to do. Oops, here we go. Let's check these here out. Oh look, oh no, it filled. Never mind. I thought I had a short. Let's see. Here we go again. There's not really the mixing a little. Well, you can see it mixed a little bit. So there's not really a good laminate, and there's not really a good swirl pattern either. What I might try next time is we might use the actual swirl block, or I think it's also known as the C block, and see what happens with that. See how we get. That might just be the best way to do this. But in other words, we might, in other stuff, we might just keep trying this until we get it right. But here we go. I mean, the colors look good together, so it's just a matter of a little more work on my part to make it look like I want it. And maybe next time, like I said, maybe next time I'll use a swirl block and see what happens. All right. All right, everybody. So today's baits, they didn't turn out quite like we wanted, but I think I still learned. I learned that these two colors are going to go real well together. It's just a matter of me getting the swirl pattern down right, and then we should have some pretty darn nice looking baits. Not that these don't look good, but they'll look even better if we can get that swirl pattern down a lot better, the milking the cow thing. But that said, if you haven't checked us out, check me out on Patreon. Go ahead and do that. I have some exclusive videos that I've made specifically for patrons on Patreon, and that link will be in the description, along with the link to the web store. And if you guys liked what you saw today, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell if you haven't already, and share. Sharing is one way you can help support the channel besides Patreon. And if you want to support the support the channel financially, you can do so on Patreon. If you just want to support it in a more I don't know what the word I'm looking for, just in a different way, you can hit share. Okay, share it with your friends, share it with families, whatever. I share with everybody. Why? Because our moms told us to. Our moms taught us to share, right? And it's how we help. It's one way you can help support the channel. So, with all that said, until next time, folks, tight lines and calm waters.